Hi there. If you've gotten this far into the website, you know who I am. I'm Andrea DeRocco, and I am so glad you're here. It is probably, I actually think, one of our most challenging pieces of being human is to take the courageous step of diving inward and trying to figure out how to quiet, balance, navigate the world out there while creating a space inside of us that is soothed and at ease, and yet empowered and inspired and feeling, on the path, on whatever our path of life is. And that whole journey, the inward journey, the spiritual awakening, many different ways of explaining it these days. And it's so wonderful because there's so much information out there. And sometimes that makes it really, really tricky. But I really feel like there's a basic piece to this, to us stepping into it. And I say stepping into it because for myself anyways, I spent from 0 to 40 going along that path of doing what I was supposed to do. And, of course, I was far from perfect and veered off path. But generally speaking, I did the schooling. I married the high school sweetheart. I moved back home. I had 4 children. I opened a business. I worked in the community, and I did service in that way. I worked on myself. I gave back. I did my best to raise my children within the community and help them excel. And now they're off, and I'm divorced, and I no longer have the business that I developed and built. And I found myself coming to a massive fork in the road. And that fork in the road was having me question every essence of me. And my beginning process was that it's all wrong. I'm all wrong. I don't fit into this world. And how the heck did I get here? And that was the beginning of my 40s. And so what I'm offering to you right now is a piece of my experience in the fitness industry. It's a piece of my experience as life, as a woman, as a mother, as being married, as being not married, as being with a new partner, as being a sister and being a daughter and being a friend, and everything else that comes in between that. And now as a life coach, I wanted to, after my journey of the past 10 years, I wanted to take that and move it into some structure and ways for other women like myself going through this period of transformation, that I can add some structure and some outlines for you. And you are that woman who is, somewhere near 40 and or older, up to about 60. And I keep this age range within this scope because not only does it tend to be most common for women in our age group to go through a shifting, a transformation, as biologically things are happening within our body as we're going through perimenopause, menopause, and postmenopause, I call it. And but we're also going through environmental, in the sense that our kids, if you had children, they're on their way out, and they're into stepping into young adults, and then our jobs. We've been doing jobs or careers or raising our children, and we've been doing these things for some time, and we've been in kind of in these tunnels, and where there's lots of expectations, lots of needs, and roles to fill. And then we hit this period in our life and we go, what the heck? And what I call it is, I came to a point and I kind of said, okay, I did everything I was supposed to do, and things blew up. The glass house shattered. And then it was this piece of, how am I going to rebuild? And what does that even look like? And my biggest question became, who am I now? Not who was I? Who was I told to be? Who did I perform to be? Who am I now? And it doesn't even really matter who I am tomorrow or in 5 years or 10 years. It's simply asking the question, who am I now? What do I want to take with me? And what do I want to shed? What do I need to shed? What layers of me are on me that need to come off? And I talk a lot about this. It's about going back and remembering her. She's in there. And I often say that women do not need to be told how to, what to, where to go and be. You know. Are we foggy? Have we had blinders on? Have we had masks on? Have we had illusions all around us? Yes. Beliefs, expectations, judgments, the works, fears. The thing is that is the piece of being human. And it's the piece of being woman. And it's different. We do things differently. We think, we feel, we act, we choose. What hits us in here is different. And it's this piece that took me a long time to honor and to be kind to her and to see her, to feel her. And I started realizing that until I could really feel her and listen to her and move according to her, and I'm still working on it, I expect that it will be a life journey for the next 50 years, is it moving with what she is saying to me and who I am and who I'm rooted in being. And this is all part of the process. And it's really, I don't know how else to say it other than it's quite wonderful. It's quite freeing. It certainly has many challenging pieces and a lot to simply trust yourself and trust your knowing. And you might be saying, oh my gosh, I have no idea. And that's okay. And that's actually great, actually, if you're saying that, because that's showing that you're feeling open and maybe curious and maybe even feeling devastated. And that's all okay too, because that's the big human piece. And I encourage you to keep going. So this is my offering to you. This is what I've created as a life coach. I've offered you videos, and you can do them however frequently you like to do them. But what I ask is that you watch the video, and then I offer you some questions for you to journal on your own. In your own time, take some time, just marinate it. This isn't a rush, this isn't a competition, this is nothing other than your development, your observation, your curiosity, your growth. So take those questions, just hang on to them for a bit. See how they sit with you. Maybe they might sit with you differently in a couple days. And then I've given you a tool, something that I found really resourceful and helpful. It most likely will be a book. It may be a podcast. It may be an individual to go take a look at and perhaps maybe a mirror. And then lastly, I offer you what I call an action. And it's a piece for you to think about shifting in your life, because everything is all happening together. Our minds are saying, I'm not sure I'm going to keep doing that. I know I've always done that, but I'm not sure that works for me anymore. So there's shifting and there's retraining happening in your mind. There's so much happening in your body right now, so much. And so it's really taking care of it. And it probably isn't the way that you've taken care of it up till now. And then thirdly is your soul. Your soul. And she is a whole other world. And often it's just about allowing. But I am going to also offer some action in relation to those three pieces as you go on this journey. I'm always here if you feel we're all alike. We're all way more alike. Know that you're not alone. I am right here. And there's also a lot of other women right here. And our goal is to create a community that is supportive. It offers a piece for you to connect and see and share and be seen and practice. Practice who you are becoming, because that who you are becoming and who you are remembering is so important in this world. So important. We are all needed together and individually. And it's kind of an interesting thought that the best is yet to come. And we are not done yet, girls. We're not done yet. So enjoy, be kind to yourself, pace yourself, just be at ease. Be at ease. I'll see you soon.